Here are 5 proven ways to get rid of student study fatigue. 1. Don't eat before studying. 2. Study with friends. 3. Visit a hospital or an orphanage. 4. Always start studying your favorite subject and then your best subject. 5. Attend a graduation ceremony. These 5 methods will not only never make you feel like you can't study anymore, but they will improve how you study and how you eventually get better than everyone who won't use these methods. Keep watching so that I explain to you in detail how exactly you can completely avoid study fatigue. So what is study fatigue? Well, study fatigue is that mental and physical exhaustion you feel after prolonged periods of intense concentration, especially when you've been reading, solving, or memorizing for hours on end. So you feel like skipping some parts of your reading. You start to yawn and stretch and just try to get back to the concentration you need to have to finish the study material. But yet nothing is working. You feel like you have studied all there is to study only because you did basic, surface-level reading. The kind of studying where you only read what you think is important. Reading the same line over and over. Headaches or tension in your neck and shoulders. That restless urge to do anything else. But if you use these 5 methods of studying, well, then you'll gain the best results possible because you will not have that fatigue that most students feel. Keep watching. Let me explain what everything means. The most important thing to think about this lesson you'll learn here is your mindset is what you tell yourself you are and what you can handle. You see, if you believe this, there's nothing that's stopping you from never feeling study fatigue. 1. If you eat before studying, you end up making your brain think you have done the work and have got the reward. So the motion you are now running on are fumes from a car instead of diesel. To ensure that you want to study for long hours without having any fatigue, you should eat a light snack first and avoid eating heavy meals before you study. And when you are done studying, then you can eat a meal, because not only are you getting rid of exam study fatigue, but you'll build your brain to go for longer hours of study. 2. Studying with friends is one of the best ways to keep yourself active throughout your study session, because there's too much happening to cause your mind to tire itself. You can look at the competitive side of the study or the helping side of the study, where you try to help colleagues who remain behind on understanding the subject material. Did you know that studying with friends can improve your academic performance and reduce procrastination? A study by Torrens University found that students who studied with a buddy were 23% more likely to pass visiting places that have some sort of emotional impact to keep you thinking of what is happening around you and away from you. When you expose yourself to hardships encountered by others in life, it gives you a moral sense of ambition, and this will be a very powerful drive that will make you push yourself even through study fatigue. 4. Aristotle once said, "Pleasure in the job puts perfection in the work." When you start studying, you should feel joy in your heart and you should feel like you want to study and might need to study. And you can do that by starting off your study with your favorite subject just to get you interested and then to make you more confident you can do your best subject. But don't be short-minded. You can also read something that interests you a lot. For example, I specifically read anything on astronomy because I'm very interested in reading material about planets, stars, and everything in that purview. 5. Attending a graduation is one strong image that is going to bring in your mind. And that's the goal of these methods, to make your brain think of these advantages whenever you experience study fatigue. Looking at someone who has crossed the finish line gives you a feel of what that person is feeling. And from that, you get a brain that's going to have a powerful memory which will almost completely kill off student fatigue. And as much as student study fatigue can mean that someone might just be tired, it is really something to look out for and differentiate, because tired students still need to get back to the material, even after resting. And how effective that will be will depend on how well you can overcome these challenges.